Craig Gordon is back in the Scotland squad, but should he be joined alongside his Hearts teammate Lauren Shankland? I think the answer to that question is yes. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV. Big Stevie Clark, he's came out, he's announced the Scotland squad, but he's not got Lauren Shankland in it, but he has got George Hurst in it, and he's got Lyndon Dykes in it, who hasn't really kicked a ball in like 2 years. I get it, right? Shankland, I don't think he's performed great in a Scotland shirt. I don't think he's had his best moments in a Scotland shirt. But for me, he's still the best finisher that Scotland has. I mean, Ross McCormack came out and said he's the best finisher in Scotland. So therefore, that probably means he's the best finisher that Scotland have to choose from in terms of players as well. And I just think it's strange, especially with Hearts sitting top of the table, that Steve Clark's not decided to, you know what, I'm going to have a go. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to have a risk. I don't even think it's a risk. I think it's just a case of saying, here, Shankland got dropped out of the team because last season he was pretty poor, but he's picked it back up. He's scoring goals. He's the captain of Hearts. He's leading them in the title fight. It's about time he comes back in. There's not enough. There's just not... And even over the past month, Kieran Bowie seems to have dropped out the Hibs team. He's not the clear number one at Hibs anymore. And I'm not saying that Shankland should be in ahead over Kieran Bowie. I would have Bowie and Shankland in there. But for me, I just think on current form, I don't know how Shankland isn't in ahead of George Hurst or Lyndon Dykes. I think it's mental. But I think Steve Clark's always had this... I like loyalty, and I think there's a lack of it. And not just in football, but in life. And I wish more people had loyalty, and I wish more people stuck by their players. But to me, it's almost a detriment with Steve Clark. It's almost... I think that he's so loyal to certain players that it's almost a negative thing. Like, how the fuck is Kenny McLean still getting picked for Scotland squads? Honestly, I don't get it. I like the loyalty, but for me, the likes of Kenny McLean... I mean, I don't want to throw Grant Hanley in there because I think he is still a decent centre-back, but when I look at our midfield options, man, I just do not know how Kenny McLean still gets in there. I really don't. Anyway, here is the squad. It's Craig Gordon, Angus Gunn and Liam Kelly. Who will he pick? I mean, Angus Gunn doesn't play any games for his club, but neither does any of these goalkeepers, to be fair. Craig Gordon's been out for months, so... yeah, he could pick anybody. I think he'll go with Gunn. You've got Hanley, Hendry, Hickey, McKenna, Ralston, Robertson, Suter and Tierney. Honestly, I don't know how Ralston keeps getting in there. I think he's proven that, he's just not that good. And I'd rather see Max Johnson get in. I mean, Ralston's almost getting kicked out by that Donovan for Celtic. He's almost getting replaced by him. I just don't really see how Ralston's getting in there. I also think Greg Taylor's unlucky not to be in the Scotland squad, and I also think Celtic probably wish they had kept Greg Taylor. Midfielders, you've got Christie, Ferguson, Doak, Gilmore, McGinn, McLean, McTominay, Miller. No real complaints. The only thing I would say is, do we need to keep picking Kenny McLean? I think those days could be gone. And up front is Shea Adams, Kieran Bowie, Lyndon Dykes, and George Hurst. So that is the forwards for this Scotland team. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Disappointed not to have Shankland in there, but other than that, I think it's pretty much a squad that we expected Steve Clark to pick, and he said he's looking for 6 points at these next 2 games, and that's what I like to see. He said they're aiming for 6. Now, you could argue, well, no shit, we're aiming for 6, but listen, it would have been a very Steve Clark thing to say, to come out and say something along the lines of 4 points out of our next 6 would be a good result. So he hasn't said that. I'm happy about that. I don't think 4 points would be a disaster, but we should be aiming for 6, and I'm glad that he's come out and said, if we can get 6, then we put ourselves in a great position and give ourselves a real chance to be at the World Cup. So, yeah, 6 puts it in our hands, guys, going into November, so hopefully that's what we do. Till next time, peace.